How we doing, folks? Hope we're alright. How's everything going? Yes, I've got my spectacles on because I am going blind. So, how's life? How's the mind keeping? How's the thoughts thinking? How's the spiritual growing? Spiritual? The spirit growing. Um, yeah, it's been a wild few weeks, hasn't it? With the internet messing up and things going down and around, and yeah, someone always compensates out of it. Nothing just happens for a reason. But you know, look how far you've come in nearly the last 2 years with everything that's going on. Look how far you have grown into who you are with an open mind, with an open soul, willing to listen a bit more. You know, at first when, the awakening happens, the mind's like totally, where the hell am I? What am I doing? Is everything's what it seems? And then you go through like different stages, and then eventually, you end up to a point where it's just like, coincidences and things don't really happen the way they used to. It seems like you look at your phone and numbers are on there like 717, or 1111, or there's so many that appear on my phone, and as we know, it's the cosmos and the universe speaking to us. So always take that in. Just don't think to yourself these things just happen randomly, because they don't. There is so much out there that's constantly trying to talk to you, trying to make you more aware of things through this illusion. It's well and truly being put in front of our faces now, and obviously the attack on men, women, and on who you are, and this upside down and opposite, and it's fully in our face, with the black goo, and the devil worshipping of the celebrities and the one eye club, and it is fully in our faces. And we knew that it was going to have to eventually show itself, and it has, and showing itself has kind of made people a little bit different to who they originally were. In some instances bad, some instances good. Some people realised they didn't know they were on the dark side, and they've seen the light, and they've come through that, and they've realised like there's more to life than materialistic wealth and money. The realms that we live in, yes, money helps on many levels, but it depends on how you want to use that money. Some people just want more and more and more, and to be able to have more and more and more. For what reasons, I don't know, but in my psyche, if I had that amount of money, it would just be instantly spread amongst helping those, building back communities, just there's so many things, and that's precisely why the system tries and keeps us down and belittles us, so we don't get to that area like them, so we can make a better community and better things. It's just like sports people, footballers, everything else, they're on crazy wages, yeah, they're not allowed to use that money to help people apparently. And again, £500,000 in my account each week would make me think, wait there, I'm actually going to go into the real world as myself, as who I am, not just sit on the internet and give a couple of quid here and think I'm doing a good cause. I'd actually go out as that person to these communities, and help these people. That makes you more of a person that's recognised for your care and love. But these people who think they're godlike, it never works out well for them in the end. Never works out well for them, because the gods don't like it. Look at the Tower of Babylon, look at other things like that. It's like you can only press so many buttons, and then shit's really gonna hit the fan with the good, because there's only so far you can really push us before that angelic awakening really truly happens, and we take back what has been taken from us. And You know, we've been manipulated, we've been everything, we've been tested on, our waters are poisoned, the food, everything. I don't want to get into all that because at the end of the day, we know all this, yeah? And you wonder why. You wonder why. Do you know why? It's because they want us to keep us dumbed down. We know this. They want us to keep us unmotivated, revert within, you know, all sorts of stuff. You know, they want this so they can grow within themselves, not spiritually because they don't have that, but the mental side of things is what they believe that's gonna give them fruition in the end, because that's their ego speaking. They haven't really connected with their inner being, and if they have, well, the way they behave, it's obviously demonic, you know. And it's like a bit like the dark side. Do they really know that they're on the dark side? Who knows? They believe depopulation is a thing that will make the earth a better place. What with them people running it with the mindset they have? Not a chance. Not a chance. But the thing is, what you're doing is more than what they could ever do. And that is sharing the love, sharing information. You know, you're always going to get backlash on things, and sometimes you might not. You might just see someone's eyebrow raise and go, wow, I never knew that. I never knew that was a possibility. I didn't see things like that. And, you know, they will come to you for information. You know, I said things along the way since this whole thing started, and, you know, people are like, how do you know? I researched it. I get in contact with a community. You know, more than ever, we are able to contact one another. Yes, there is a hell load of censorship going on, but use your words wisely when you speak them and ask them when you are online, so that you don't get shut down instantly by the establishment. Come off things like Facebook and Twitter and things like that, because it's so heavily censored. Find a new direction of things to be able to get your information from. You know, there's lots of people out there that really want to help. Really, you know, we're not here to make your life more fearful. We're here to, you know, open your mind and open who you are deep down inside, so you can see that this world that's been put in front of us was never real in the first place. So you can see through it, so that you can then go, well, I am consciously awakening beyond what this light frequency is that's being given to me, and then my subconsciousness and my third eye and everything else can then start sending messages out there even more to gain more information beyond this illusion that is this world that we're in. But it's not the world itself. The world's always been pure, loving, and all she cares about is, you know, what we provide back to her, and that's us, our bodies, when they finish and you know, care. You know, but we've been manipulated into thinking that, like, you know, cars and all this are bad. Yeah, they're not good, but at the same time, do you think these new ones that are going to come in are any better? Hell no. Do you see what has to go into these vehicles to be able to charge the battery up? And where does the power source come from? It comes from a fossil fuel power station. You know, come autumn, winter, and if there's a bad winter, the turbines can't spin, the solar powers can't charge. So what do you go back to? You go back to fossil fuel. Fossil fuel has to charge the car. So it's just, it's a never, you know, and the stuff they have to dig up in order to create the cells within the battery. And I mean, how much do the batteries cost to replace? They cost extortion amounts. You'll find out yourself if you went on the internet that France had like 20,000 mini city cars, you know, pure battery, and all of them, all the cells died in them. So you've just, you know, the battery itself is worth more than a car. So all these cars are just sat in the field because they don't know how to deposit of them. You know, there is so much that people believe that is better, but realistically, if you do a bit of research, you find out that it really isn't, and that we are being played big time. So this is why there is like an attack on men and women, and this is why you know, they're trying to say different colours and different things and privileges and blah blah. It's all bullshit. It is. We're all human. We have 2 eyes, 2 ears, heart, lungs. You know, we're just different colour. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But we are human. We are a soul. We are a being. If you saw beyond the flesh, you will see a soul. And that's what we all are. We are from the same vase that was smashed. And that vase will eventually be put back together through the strength and courage of men and women. Of men and women that aren't afraid to rebuild that beautiful vase to what it once was. But right now we have to fight for our freedom. Right now we have to be aware of who we are and the manipulation that is going on. And then, my friend, you are on a beautiful journey to true enlightenment. Wasn't what most people don't want to learn about, most people don't want to know about, you know? And that's their choice, that's their life. But ignorance will be the downfall of most things, because people don't want to know other than their job or what kind of house they have and blah blah blah. Do these things really matter when you die? Not at all, because it's just a novelty. The true search for freedom is when you allow to know thyself. Okay, and once you know that, well, it's not what you know, you would feel it. You will be on a journey of connecting to people that you've never even met before. And you will smile most days. Even if you've got nothing, you will smile, because you will be happy in your own skin. You'll be happy knowing that this is now open. And you'll start gaining information. You'll start like, wow, I've got this interest in all this. Now I can see the symbols that they've been hiding from us. Now I can see. You're getting the God eyes. You're awakening them. Where these evil beings, where this, I have always said in some of my videos, sludge. Which it is. It's literally sludge. The black slime is sludge. It's the sludge of the pure evil. Yeah? But we don't need to wear that to gain high ground or authority or egotistical purpose. No. We're covered in light. We're covered in God's armour. We're covered in what God wants us to have. And that is true inner bliss and freedom, and to ignite the light in others. And you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be God. It can be the light. It can be something out there. You know, the name has been bastardized so much, because the entities have got into the church and caused so much brutality, so much destruction, that people's thoughts and feelings towards that name is quite instantly criticised because of what's got in. But even Jesus himself says, I don't need to go to your churches and your places of worship ain't right. He saw it right then, but what did we do? We created these places, and he always knew that they were going to come in through the back door and present themselves. What you're forgetting, guys, is the devil was the angel of light. He was an angel. So he knows exactly how to manipulate. Come on, guys. It's all there. So I won't waffle on too much, but keep your sovereignty. Keep being the beautiful woman, and keep being the beautiful man that you are. Stand tall. Realise that the shield is on, the armour is strong. Yes, we're going to get chinks in our armour. You know, we go to the dark night of the soul. And when we come back, you know, just say, I realise why I had to go there. Because there is parts of you that you are learning about, that you've hidden, that you've put away, or maybe didn't even know. And they come up because they are tests. And then when we've been through the test, depending on how well we did on the test on ourselves, if you go back there, because some people go, why does it keep repeating itself? Because it's to gain a higher level of awareness. That's all it is. And that's all it'll ever be. Life is truly amazing. It really is. Look beyond the darkness. Look beyond all the chaos. Look beyond the things that are being thrown at you. Do not fear death, my friends, because we have to face it anyway at one point, don't we? You know, we're only here in a small amount of time, but that amount of time can be echoed for eternity, depending on what you do. Start small and grow the seed into something truly beautiful. So when your time is done, people will look back and go, that person, that soul really did love the life that he lived and really did care for his fellow friends and his fellow family. And that sword that he had in his hand, ready to take on these entities, was well and truly strong. And when he went or she went, they went, and they went well with a good fight and well with a lot of love. And that's all that there is. So I've waffled on about something in many directions. Anyway, guys, I'm going to try and produce some more videos. I'm going to try and read some more books that I've been reading. I've just been absolutely besotted by books at the moment. A lot of theology, a lot of history that they're trying to delete and hide from us. You know, relics as well, you know. It'd be interesting to do some more videos on a lot of things that have been hidden from us. Anyway, guys, stay strong. Know you're never alone. Know your love. Namaste, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.